season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On first down, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. It's caught by Jackson. A gain of 8 and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. Now
it's Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to sling this, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 66 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Why was Jordan Lewis in the game?
And that makes the score
He's
7-0.
garbage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott to throw this time. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Wanted to change if you got to stop it, it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now this time he'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Elliott on first down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. Here we go, 46. Here we go, down to 54. One here. Go, go, go. Get out there, get out there. Banjo, banjo. Mike. 26.
Now Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, check, 47.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
This will be fielded at the 8.
Right.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
In fact, hold on. I gotta make sure I make. Okay.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'm lagging.
Play action. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Edwards now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run with Howard.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And now off to the
I'm playing hard flats.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
He should be able to run in that little
Wentz
gap.
with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Wentz now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. You go pilot 64 weak. You got time.
Jalen Hurts.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Escaping the pressure right.
Nope. Strapped up. Damn.
He's got the first down here.
Get a fumble.
Look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run on first down.
I am not in the
position
to.
He'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans.
Long drive ahead.
Range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this one complete to Smith. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Screen. Screen. Let's go, let's go. Stuart.
Prescott from the gun. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Hey, kill. 47. Hey, 47. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to regain the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Why not? I know it's a run, but...
Snap coming at 1. Now wins. That's complete to Whiteside. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the
Try to get this ball back.
First of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Wentz now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete.
Woo.
And they'll get this well past midfield
Good
before being
stuff.
stopped just before the 35.
Get more jiggy with it real quick. Let me see something real quick. I just gotta check. Alright.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt.
That's what I got if he gets this shit.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Oh, this is a zone.
A first down carry by Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Try it out.
Nigel Bradham brings him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Man, no.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Bingo, 47.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup.
Oh.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's another big-time run, and it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
Watch the whip. Get him.
Tighten up.
Now Elliott, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Put that team on the button. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Check 52.
Watch twist.
We're going to 54.
Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
We got 6 all day.
Michael Gallup, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay,
That's playing the TV,
these are the
right?
sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On play action, it's Wentz.
Wow, yeah.
Tight end Dallas Goedert. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And
Jennings, that's
intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
Oh, my God.
Pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Wentz now to throw. Flushed out right. It got his man complete.
I can't fix my camera.
That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And that'll set them back 5.
I think that's a normal one, I suppose. No post? Oh,
it's caught by Jackson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Woods, crack him.
Left side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz.
Oh, my God. Baptize that man. Woo.
It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Oh.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Check, 47. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go. Hey, check. Check by 47. Better bring 26.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Let's go, Heavy.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why ain't?
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Gun. Twist.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Hey, kill. 47. Mike 50.
50's the mic. 50.
Under.
Get in the way with it.
26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, it stays up. Oh, Prescott stripped.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
After me. Oh.
He's got a 1st down past the 30. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
That's the best thing. I'm not going to let you swerve me.
And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
Here we go. Run up in there.
From the gun,
Wait.
it's Wentz.
Pickett Jennings. Oh!
Tipped and intercepted.
Go.
Picked off at the 13. He's at the 50. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
I took another pick six. Give me momentum.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
This is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one fielded at the 5.
Crack that man.
And his
Oh,
guys are going to
cracked
start
him
their
on the
drive
side
right
of the ball.
at the 20-yard line.
Taking another fumble.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
That could have been a fumble.
To the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Wentz. Hurts over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Now Wentz on third down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. On fourth down, Howard. They'll roll him out right.
I was ready for it.
Jackson. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Ran from it left, it worked. All right.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check safety. Check safety. Check 99. Check 99. Back, back, back. Check, 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 check. Yes. Done.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
At the 23-yard line. Check 31. Check 31. There we go. Kill. There we go.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Hey, kill. 27.
Watch the screen. Pass. Check the back.
26.
Prescott to throw this time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Shit.
Got him.
That's me. Check 37.
There we go. 26.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Room here to run. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting.
Let's go.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
They were going to 53. 26. Hey, kill. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
you seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. This is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to